Namaskar. Welcome to sixth season of Preksha Fluent English. In the fifth season, we talked about tell, say, and speak very common words in our day-to-day conversation. इसी दिशा में आगे बढ़ते हुए हम आज अंग्रेजी के सबसे ज्यादा आम शब्दों के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे. टुडे लेट अस डिस्कस टॉक एंड स्पीक. Talk simply means to give information, सूचना. हिंदी में इसका अर्थ है बात करना. It refers to the act of communicating with others through spoken words. While similar to speak, it is generally more informal and emphasizes two-way interaction or conversation. Common meanings of talk as verb is to converse, exchange ideas or feelings with another person. For example, we talked for hours. Second is to discuss, focusing on a specific subject, often serious or professional. For example, let us talk business. To confess, revealing information, often unwillingly. For example, the prisoner finally talked. Then, to influence, using words to persuade someone. For example, she talked him into staying. As a noun, a conversation, an informal exchange. For example, I had a talk with my boss. Or as a lecture, a presentation on a specific topic. For example, she gave a talk on history of India. In formal negotiations, often used in the plural like peace talks. In gossip or rumor, unofficial information being shared. For example, there is talk of layoffs. Popular idioms and phrases. Talk the talk. It means to speak confidently or knowledgeably about a subject, often used with walk the walk to see if actions match words or not. All talk. That means no action. When someone makes promises or threats but does not follow through. Then talk shop. That means to discuss one's work even in social settings where it might be boring to others. The other one is talk turkey. That means to speak frankly and get down to business. The other one is money talks, a phrase meaning that wealth and financial power are highly influential. The term talk most commonly refers to the act of communicating through spoken words, but it also identifies several prominent figures, apps, and musical works. For example, Nextcloud, Talk, a secure, self hosted communication platform for video calls and chat. Next is speak, a very popular word we use every day. As a verb, it means to utter words, communicate, or use a language, often implying a formal, public, or one way delivery compared to talk. Remember this. It is used to convey ideas, deliver speeches, or hold conversations. Common meanings and uses of speak is to utter, to produce words with the voice, such as she spoke softly. Use a language to communicate in a specific language. For example, they speak Maithili. or Hindi. Deliver a speech to address an audience formally, as in, he will speak at the conference, or holding a conversation, often used as speak to or speak with. Key phrasal verbs and idioms are speak up, to speak louder or express an opinion freely. Speak for itself, to be obvious without further explanation. Then comes generally or strictly speaking, we use very often, used to introduce a general statement. Speak highly or speak ill of, to praise or criticize someone. Now let us come to speak versus talk. Speak is often more formal and can refer to a one way address, such as a speech or when a person is in a position of authority. For example, the CEO spoke to the employees. Talk is usually more informal and implies a two-way conversation or a casual exchange. Examples are, do you speak English? Or I need to speak to the manager. Or say spoke in favor of the new policy of the government. Or say we spent hours talking about our childhood memories. Or the last one, can I talk to you for a second? The two sides in the dispute are finally willing to talk. So, this is all about speak and talk.